All right. Man, has it been a while since I've been over here. Oh, they've actually redone parts of these trails. Honestly, kind of for the better. Kind of stay to the left because we're going to all of them. All right, what's going on, everyone? It's your boy Cool Titanium 68, and welcome back to another Mountain Bike Tuesday video. Okay, never mind. This is the EKG. So, today, we are over at, what's this place? River Legacy in Arlington. As I said last week, there's been no rain, so it was easy to figure out where I wanted to go next. So this has been open probably about a week now, just because of how dry it's been. Nonetheless, we're gonna be doing every trail in the system. It's gonna be really easy today. I'm not gonna lie to you. Super easy trail. Other than the first loop, which I think we're coming up to, super easy. Now, honestly, it's been a while since I've been down here. Like for mountain biking. Now, last time I was here at River Legacy was 22? The 22 or 23. So, it's been a couple of years since I've been down here. The reason why it's been that long, give me a second, is because I don't live in Arlington anymore. But funny enough, even when I lived in Arlington, this wasn't oh wow, that is a tree. Oh, holy cow. That is a fallen tree. As I was saying, even though when I lived in Arlington, this trail was almost never open. It drained that badly that this was never open. But hey, we're here. We're doing on all the difficult trails because I can, and I will. Expert only in my ass. I've done this one many times. This one's not difficult. There we go. See, not difficult. Woo. On the left, I'm not going on those routes. Here we go. Oh. Holy crap, I got some air there. Hell yeah. Do I need to get back into relearning how to jump? Probably. Honestly, I just don't want to. I'm good with what I do right now. Ride safe, but have fun. Oh, man, okay. Riding safe, but having fun, let's go. Oh. There we go. Made it. Let me just kind of scooch around here. Whew. There we go. Get off your thorns. I don't need you. Stay to the left. That's gonna be my answer. I just stay to the left. Staying to the right is for not getting everything. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. EKG 4. No bypass. Always do more. Okay. Okay. Keep going. There we go. I'm saying left. I don't care what that says. I'm saying left. Getting all of it. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm walking this. Sorry, but no. That is some higher water. There we go. I'm not gonna say that no, I'm saying the Trinity. This is, it's up there. Oh my God, what was that? That scared the crap out of me. Something ran into the water. I don't know if that was probably a snake, I'm gonna guess. It just went there. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, nice. Oh, that was something in my face. EKG 6, and that is an entrance into one of the trails. So keep riding this. Okay, nice. Seven to the left. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, not again. Took that too wide. Didn't come over enough. That ain't the first time I've done that either. My bad. That was dumb. Oh. And now we're on 9. Stay to the left. There we go. I'm not gonna go wide there. Just don't need to. Oh, I had to do that. I didn't want that in my face. All right. Woo. And now we're back here. Stay to the left. Oh. Hold on. Ah, get down. I don't remember how much more VKG there is. Oops. Let's check. MTB project. Zoom in. Oh, okay. Stop. All right, so we're almost where we get back on. Just gonna keep going this way. And we should be A-okay. All right, nice. Okay, and now we stay to the left here. This is where we get back on. And from here we do every other part. Whew. Oh, pretty. Now, by the way, here on the left, it's not a dam. It's actually I think that's a garden, water garden over there, if I remember right. I might be wrong, but I thought that was a water garden over here. I've never actually been here. but I think that's what's over there. Again, might be wrong, but this is off of memory. Whew. All right. Now, for those of you that don't know where River Legacy is, this is on the very north side of Arlington. Now, there is a section of Arlington that is north of the Trinity River. That's not where this is at. This is right off of Green Oaks, just south of the Trinity River. And it kind of sits, and the entrance is like just west of Cooper Street in Arlington. So the northern terminus of Cooper Street is at Green Oaks. In that next light, if you turn left, coming northbound onto Cooper, that is the entrance for River Legacy on your right side. So it's like if you were taking Green Oaks and you got to the Cooper Street light, that next light is River Legacy. But it's a really easy trail-ish. On a lot of the trail maps, this is a lot of greens. Partially because this is one of the only trails in Arlington. Excuse me, especially for northern Arlington. Well, north and central Arlington. Oh man. This is probably the closest trail that they have. Ooh, that is a drop. I was not paying attention on that, my bad. You know, y'all can tell me all you want that I am a ginormous, ginormous coward. I didn't want to say the P word because I don't know what YouTube's gonna say about that. However, yeah, nothing wrong with that. I just wasn't paying attention. But yeah, as I said, these are pretty easy trails. There's nothing really in the core of Arlington. And when I say the core, this is between like I-30 and I-20. So south of I-30, north of I-20. There really isn't any trails in and around that area. And some of you are probably like, well, why would that be? Well, Arlington is about 100% developed. Well, actually, no, I lie. It's probably more like 95% developed. I mean, I-30 through Arlington was the first ever turnpike in the state of Texas. Now, unlike all the other tollways and turnpikes in the state of Texas, that did transition to a freeway. Which, if you guys haven't watched those videos, I highly recommend watching them. I have a lot of fun making those automotive videos. But, oh, I just realized that my thing's not clipped on. Hold on. Let me push up a little bit more over here. I didn't realize that this is not clipped, that my helmet's not clipped on. Whoopsie. But hey, I think once I'm done with this 380 series, I've got a couple of quote unquote failed projects. Well, at least that's what they're called. I'm calling them the failed projects, the failed highway project series. And with that, we're gonna start off with the failed loop around Fort Worth, which technically would have extended 121 around Fort Worth, and then Chisholm Trail would have been State Highway 121 as well. But again, I'll explain why that happened and all that stuff. And then I think on episode 2 of our failed highway projects, is gonna be the Trinity Parkway. And this Parkway would have been a toll road, basically connecting Dallas and Fort Worth, pretty similar to I-30. And this actually was supposed to have been the second turnpike in DFW. And it's supposed to have helped alleviate traffic, but I think it was just, it was another controversial project, just like the Fort Worth, downtown Fort Worth loop. So we'll talk about both of them and what happened. I'm still working on the Trinity River, the Trinity Parkway script, but I've got the failed Fort Worth loop script done. And then I would have to figure out some other failed highway projects. Well, actually no, like Project Pegasus. But unlike those other two where like they were considered dead, Project Pegasus was then further split into 5 different corridors, which we will talk about also in separate videos. Because I know one of them, the I-30 Canyon, is gonna have its ready to let date, I think in June. So that'll be an interesting thing to see. Oh, that is too low of a gear. Holy cow. That hurt my foot. Nothing wrong with that. I was not paying attention to how low that gear was. I pushed it too hard. The thing went back, or my foot went forward and hit the back of my foot. Should be fine. It's nothing terrible. PL, I forgot what PL. It's something loop. I don't remember what the P stands for. Wait, I have to be careful because I don't have narrow-ish handlebars like I did on my dad's mountain bike. But on that one, I actually did change out the stem and the handlebars because I wanted something, well, a little bit more modern, if I would say. A lot of bikes don't really have any rise when it comes to your handlebar. So it's like, okay, I'll be fine with something like a like a no degree tilt on my handlebars. And actually, I forgot. Does this use the same handlebars as my, oh, this is the same company. I forgot about that. Ugh, my word. Nose is running today. But yeah, so I did not realize that. I probably realized it earlier, but it was dumb. But I'm now just a big dum-dum. So the company that makes this handlebar is the same company that makes the rims on this bike, Raceface. I've bought from Raceface before, mainly to replace the rear rim, which meant I now know how to rebuild a full wheel. Do I hate it with a passion? Yes. If I do it enough, I can get it done. Like, for example, I don't take my car to car washes, like the drive-through car washes. For some of y'all that are like, well, there's self-service. Yeah, that's what I take it to. I take it to a self-service car wash and I power wash it. Now, for me, like, I've figured out how to effectively power wash my car and scrub it down. I've learned that. P stands for prairie, okay. But yeah, like yesterday, I did what I call the full, well, actually not the full 9 yards. I'd say about 2/3 of the way through. I power washed and cleaned the exterior, put wax on it. Then in the interior, I vacuumed it down, cleaned all the dirty areas off, especially near my back seat, which has dirt marks from actually this bike, funny enough. Whew. But then I also went in and sprayed one of those like new car smells scents, because yeah, I want it to smell better. All that, I've not gotten all that down to 5 hours. It used to be, it would take me about 3 hours to do the whole exterior of the car, because at that time I was like really bad at washing my car. I wouldn't properly get to it. And that's why I don't really like hand washing with a hose. It's because there are some things that I just cannot get. I don't want to go grab the Goo Gone. Yeah, I'll say it, I'm lazy. I don't want to go get Goo Gone and clean off some of the goo and stuff that's really stuck on there. But yeah, that whole thing took me about 5 hours of my day. I went down to self-service down in North Dallas, power washed my car, did the soap brush, did all that. Came back, I then did both sets of wheels that I have. So that is the stock Honda wheels that come on a 10th gen Civic, and then my blue Revolution racing wheels that I bought for that bike too, for that car too. I threw 3 of the stock wheels in the attic because that 4th one is on my car because, well, the Revolution racing one that's not in the car has a screw in it. So I'm going to go get a new tire. I've got a pair of tires coming in later this week. When this video comes out, it'll be tomorrow, is when it arrives. And yeah, I'll get it installed. I will then, later in April, I will go to the dealer and get my emissions inspection and my alignment done. And I know a lot of my friends are like, why don't you just go somewhere else? The reason is for the alignment. Like, yeah, I could take it somewhere else to get an alignment done. But honestly, I kind of have to call in to get my recall done too. So it's like, well, if I'm already there, I'll see if I can get alignment and an emissions inspection. Nothing too serious about it. Whew. Man, there are a lot of stuff budding this year. Or blooming, sorry, not budding. But budding, blooming, kind of the same thing. Just depends on what the plant is, specifically. But man, there's a lot of downed trees from last time I was here. Now mind y'all, there was a huge windstorm like several months ago that came through here. So I'm not terribly surprised by it. Whew. Ugh. My word, okay. Here we go, coming around here. Prairie Loop 11, nice. Yeah, I'm taking the ridge loop. Now, yeah, there's a lot of like down branches and stuff. I think that used to be a pond up here at the front. Used to, said with emphasis. Oh, is the ridge loop not on Mountain Bike Project? Let's look at here. It should be on here. I think we're right here. Yeah, so we've got the ridge loop that comes up to the west loop, and we'll do that. I think we'll just, actually, no, the ridge loop does not connect up to that west loop. What am I thinking? That doesn't. Oh, for a while I thought it did, but no, it doesn't. Okay. Okay, because ridge loop ends somewhere over here, and over there is like the little skills area that's been built up for this trail. Whew, here we go. Oh, wow, it is windy out. I did not realize it was gonna be windy today. Ooh, man, it is windy. Yeah, it looks like this used to be a pond over here, but it just dried up. Ooh. Nice. Here we go. Man, my nose. It's just running today. Okay. Well, see if the Trailfix app will actually work. What in the world? Oh, it's not even loading. Okay. All right, well. I think, I might be wrong, right around here, because this is still on the evacuation trail, so if we're right around here, we try to come up, we're gonna stay on the outside, do not get on the west loop, and then make Ridge Trail back, and then we'll do that skills loop before we get onto, well, the west loop, make it all the way over, and then start making our way back east and doing the north trail as well. Oh man, excuse me. My nose is just really, really to Fun Town. I don't know if I want to know. Never mind. They're doing something. I don't think I want to know what it is. I don't think that's done, so let's finish taking the ridge loop. I'm gonna guess that River Legacy had a big expansion recently, so they're now heading farther west. That's my guess. I'm not 100% sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Oh, man. All right, man. Ooh, it's close. There we go. Whew. Nice. Oh, well, I caught something. Glad I didn't fall off like I did one time at North Shore. I think not the one where I made the video on, but that previous time before that, I went on 5, 6, and 7. My rim caught a rock. I fell forward, and I threw my shoulder into a tree. Yeah, it was sore for the next couple of days. Which, to be honest with you, I'm very lucky that I have not broken a bone. I have pulled muscles, never torn one. I've never pulled a muscle, and I've never, I've pulled a muscle. Never torn a muscle, and I've never broken a bone. I've heavily bruised them, never broken. All right. Stay to the left, because we have a well, a little bit of a trail feature there. Okay. Man. And now we are back on prairie. Not jumping that. Oh, that's not really jump. Okay. Nah. I'm not gonna do those tabletops. Now that is tough. That's a skinny line, but you have to like really work on your body posture here. Man, I don't want to take that one. I'll take this one here. I don't think I've seen this full skills area, so that's why I'm like, I don't know. I'm not, oh, that seesaw's broken. Okay. Yeah, I'm good on the skinnies. I'm not gonna do that. Oh, my eyes. They're just watering from being out here. Holy cow. So, I think we're around here somewhere. Let me check the map here. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, so right around here. And then we just come down. We go around. And then this is where we start taking that north loop and the rest of east going back to the trailhead. Ooh, my eyes. Okay. Yield to people. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Nice. Ooh, that's a hole. And yeah, it's a still prairie loop. I think this might be the end of prairie loop. Okay. Man, my nose. Can't stop sniffling. Holy cow. There we go. These are fine. No, we're still on prairie. Okay. I just realized I don't remember if I've taken this bike on this trail. I don't remember. I probably have. Wait. Yes, I have. No. I had my friend come down and bring his bike. I don't think this bike's been on River Legacy. I just realized that. Huh. Weird. I mean, I know there's some trails that I have not been to with this bike. Like a couple of the trails in Fort Worth. Definitely, well, I have been to the Weatherford trails with this bike. But yeah, there's only like a handful of stuff, like the stuff we're gonna be coming up to over the next several weeks outside of Big Cedar. All the stuff in South Dallas. I have not taken this bike to those trails. And as I said last week, there is a new trail that has started that they've started working on out at Pecan Hollow in Rowlett. However, it'll probably take 2 or 3 months before that'll be finished. And the thing is, I don't know if I said this too, but Northwest Community Park in Frisco is currently closed for renovations. And that will be done the next 18 months. All right, so this is West Loop here. Ooh, is Bell's, that's one of their helicopters right today? Ooh, that's interesting. Now, I know probably none of y'all know what I'm talking about. So Bell Helicopters, they're the same people that like Tom Cruise has flown. Like this same company that Tom Cruise has flown their helicopters for in the Mission Impossible series. But like this is where we are at River Legacy. And then this is the Bell Helicopter Training Field. Really close to here. It's really cool too. There was a couple of times where I was riding to and from, I think I was just driving around Arlington at that time because I was living here. And I saw one of the helicopters about to take off. I was like, damn, that's cool. All right, let's get this west loop done. Still need to be careful because I know we're almost halfway through, but there's some stuff that I need to do. Well, there's still a good amount of trail left, and I don't have that much water left either. I could bring 2, but with this bike, I'm not able to. And I think I just need to go buy a new bladder for my Camelback. Well, I would say, actually, yeah. I think it's technically called a Camelback, but there's a company named Camelback, so I still need to buy a new one of those. It just takes time. I can easily find it too, and I probably don't have to pay money for it because I still have like $20-something in Amazon, which if I'm gonna do that, then I need to buy a new subwoofer cable for my sound system. Because with subwoofers, you can use a separate subwoofer cable, which comes with one cable, or if you don't have one of those, you just use like a normal RCA cable that you'd use for like a lot of other things. I broke the subwoofer cable and I had not fixed, I want to say fixed. Huh. Let's come around this way. There we go. Again, I think what they're doing here is, well, they're repaving, I think the entire Trinity River trail system. Yeah, now we're coming this way. FT2. There we go. Nice. Now this is technically west loop. I'm gonna actually take this drop here. Ooh. Because why not? Oh. Okay, no, there's too many things over there. It's when it looks like they're extending that part out. Just gonna double check, make sure this is the right way here. It's always here where I'm like, where do I go? Oh, yeah. All right. All right. There we go. Now I made it on the right place. Now actually let me triple check and make sure that I'm going. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Okay. Cool. I'm not big dum-dum. There we go. Oh, we keep coming this way. Yeah. Okay. That bug almost went into my eye. Must be clearing something here. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. My friends and I were talking about something interesting actually last night when I was out at the bar. And we're kind of talking about how the place I go to has really changed, I would say, over the past year. Because, I mean, there was a time where women were just like, ew, no, I want to be with the pros and all that stuff. And we're all just like, oh, what the fuck? Excuse my language, but we're just like, Jesus, really? And for some of us who, again, do go to clubs and shit to find girls, it's like, okay, what the hell? I normally don't, because I have no reason to. If it happens, it happens. But there's a time where one of my friends was like, got super depressed off of not being able to get women. And yeah, I think he's recently started coming out more, and he's been like, yeah, now I'm just like, if it happens, it happens. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. There's a reason why I hang out with who I hang out with. I don't really care if I find a woman. And everyone tries to find me one. I'm like, dude, I really, like, no offense to women. I don't care about getting women here. I don't. At Electric Cowboy, like, yeah, there are some women that pretty questionable style of clothes. I don't know. It was just something interesting, because then I'm like, yeah, I learned a long time ago that I really shouldn't care. Because now that I've been going to Electric Cowboy for almost 2.5 years now, most of the women I've ever had a crush on, and I've noticed this, have fallen into either one of three categories. Either one, they're taken. That's the most obvious one. Oh boy. Number two is they're out of my league. Which at this point, like, I'm not sure if a lot of them are out of my league or if I'm out of a lot of people's leagues. I'm not 100% sure, but I really don't care. Either way. The number three is I am not their type. And there's only been like 2 people that have explicitly told me I am not their type. I'm like, oh, okay. But hey, it happens. The answer is don't worry about it. I'm doing fine. Freaking bugs. I almost thought we were about to have something going on at Electric Cowboy last night, to be honest. I had one friend that had came down from Oklahoma State for spring break, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize you were back in town. And she was at Electric Cowboy. But her boyfriend was also at Electric Cowboy. And he's like, dude, he's like, we're about to go do blah, blah, blah. We're coming over. I'm like, just letting you know your ex is still here. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah. And I told him, I said, yeah. I'm talking about your ex is still here. He's like, okay. This will be interesting. And I almost thought that something was gonna happen. But, well, luckily nothing really came of anything. Which is always a good thing, because I think recently I haven't really seen a lot of cop altercations at Electric Cowboy on a Thursday. And yes, I only go on Thursdays because there's no reason for me to go on a Friday and then go work Saturday morning. Like for me, one of my friends has already been bugging me about not doing more stuff with him. And I'm like, well, first off, I'm still in school, and second off, spring season's still going on. Now, yes, like under 11s, 12, 13, 14 age groups, they're done for the year. We've already had their last set of games. They're completely done. But 15s and up just started this past weekend. So there's just a lot of stuff going on, a lot of work. And for me, that's actually where I get just that much more money, to be honest. Like, I could do the 11s and 12s for the money, but for the experience, I do the older kids. And that is kind of the opposite of what my sister does. My sister likes to do a lot of the younger kids, just because it's nothing too stressful. And she's not like one of those people that wants to be like a really, really good ref. Like, I know my parents have asked me, I think it was yesterday. I think it was either yesterday or the day before. And they were like, hey, are you still gonna be a ref when you get another job? I said, of course. Like 90% of the refs that I work with have a full-time job. If they're working more, it's because either, like I know some of them did get laid off and they were reffing more because they need to pay bills and they need to still have something coming in, so it's not really taking a lot of their money. So I'm like, all right, well, that's still interesting. I'm still gonna keep reffing because it's fun. Like, okay, I might or might not do weekday games. I mean, we'll see. I know starting in the fall, I'm gonna get back to doing, I'm gonna start doing some of those games, which will be fun, not gonna lie. And hopefully I'll start making enough that should not be a problem. And big emphasis on should not. Because when I'm doing middle school and high school games, they pay anywhere between 2 and 6 weeks later, just depending on the school district. So that should be fine. But also it depends on where I work. Because here in DFW, there are 2 chapters. You have the Dallas chapter and the Tarrant chapter. Now, if I were to do the Tarrant chapter, that's gonna be a whole new assigner that I'm gonna have to work with. The Dallas chapter, I've worked with him for almost 10 years now. I'm like, okay, I don't wanna sign up for Dallas and Tarrant because I find no reason to do that, to be fair. So I just stick with doing what I do best. Well, I'll just stick to wherever I live. Because I mean, like if I live up in Denton and I consistently get all of the Denton high schools, maybe Corinth and all that stuff, even on Tuesdays when high school starts up. I mean, I do that. All I'm gonna do is once I'm done with those games, I'm probably gonna go right over there and work those and work some of those no. There's a bar that I go out to on some Tuesdays. And I say some because it kind of just depends on what happens. I think once I start doing high school games, I might try and go out to more games. Or go out just a little bit more. Just because at that point, like when I start working more and getting paid, I'll have a consistent pay-ish. And that's one thing I like about, about MLS Next. It doesn't matter if it rains, they're gonna play. Now, for someone like Dallas Hornets, yeah, they'll move them to like a local middle school around here, if they can find one. I remember doing that a couple weeks ago. I was like, why are we at this? And then he told me, he was like, yeah, it was gonna rain, so we had to move them. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna argue with that. Cool. Because with FC Dallas, what they'll do is I think they have a total of 18 fields. Now field 0, well technically 19, goes 0 to 19. Now field 0 is over on the east side of Toyota Stadium, and that one's closed off right now because, well, construction's about to start on the stadium. And from when this video comes out, I think again, that next day, the 26th of March, is groundbreaking for that stadium. Now, why did it take so long? I believe it was because they were waiting for a construction partner to do that and again finalize design, which they did. They found a construction contractor, and they're gonna start soon. And I think by the 29th, which is the Sporting Kansas City game, they're gonna have some construction hopefully done. Hopefully. I would love to see them like really start some substantial progress on demolishing. Because it's supposed to take about 1.5 years for the east side to finish up. And then I don't know when the west side. Well, yeah. Basically summer 26 when the World Cup starts. Then they're gonna do the west side. Or they might start it after, I don't know. I think the smart thing to do would be to wait until after the World Cup is done. So I know Toyota Stadium is supposed to be one of the training facilities. Just let it be open. Maybe have like a season opener at the stadium before like closing it off fully. Well, actually, no. We'll see what happens. I mean, with pro soccer in the U.S. in general, there's a lot of big changes that that are coming. The first one is in 2027, I think, is when USL will have a first division soccer league with pro relegation. So this will be between USL Division 1, USL Championships, and USL League, and then USL League 1. Now USL League 2 is an open amateur type of league, similar to like UPSL, if you guys have ever heard of that league before. Oh. So, again, that's really about it for that. I think USL 2, I wouldn't be surprised if like they do keep the 4 divisions kind of like the Premier League in England. But again, I'm not 100% sure. We are not there. Okay, so we're coming up and around the rest of the North Loop, and then we're gonna finish with this section, and then that, and then we're at the trailhead. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer before I actually have some water. Whew. But yeah, in America, you've got pro relegation coming for USL, which should honestly pack a huge punch to MLS and their like supremacy in Division 1 soccer, to be honest with y'all. Because I know USL has been growing pretty well at the moment too. What else happened? Yeah, I mean, USL, like I remember there's one USL championship team called the Oakland Roots, which has now moved into the Oakland Coliseum, which is where the Raiders played and also where the Athletics played before they moved out this season. They have already sold about 25,000 seats for that game. Oh man, this is like, there's a lot of overgrowth here. But yeah, 25,000 seats for a USL game, that's pretty good. Like, I know that Oakland doesn't really have any sports teams anymore. Like, the Golden State moved to San Francisco. The A's are trying to move to Vegas. And the Raiders moved to Vegas. So, it's something that it's like, okay, well, we can take over that. And then the Oakland Roots were gonna build at the Howard Terminal in Oakland, which was where the Oakland A's were gonna try and build their stadium. But the city kind of didn't like the Oakland A's anymore. I don't know why. I hadn't been keeping a close eye on it, but I'm like, all right, well, it's probably their fault, to be fair. Not the city's, but maybe the A's' fault. What was that on here? Oh. It's just solitaire, nothing too big. Okay. Whew. Now, one thing I do need to do is, I need to go to Micro Center once I'm done here. Found out that, or at least I got an email earlier this morning that they were giving out a free 128 gig SD card. And know me, I'm like, yeah, I'll take that SD card. I want it. Which, that is something even I'm like, yeah, give me that SD card. I might find an excuse to go buy maybe one thing over at Micro Center. I'm not sure. I don't need like storage or anything like for my computer. Like I'm not spending like stuff like that. I don't need it. And my mouse and keyboard, absolutely fantastic. Love both of them. That's why I'm like, what would I need to get? Other than maybe a subwoofer cable, but I don't know if they have it. If they do, fine, that's cool. I'll take that. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will see what I'll get from there. Okay. Yep, and then got this small section here of the East Loop. And then I think from here it's just a straight shot to the, wait, is it a straight shot to, after I do this whole little thing here? Let me look. Should be just a little bit of a straight shot going over too. No, not Dorba. MTB project. Oh no, we've got two more. So we've got this little thing that we're doing, and then that one. And then we are done. They're growing blackberries here? Huh. I mean, to be fair, I'm not that big of a fan of blackberries, but interesting. They're growing some form of berries here. Yeah. I'm not 100% sure what's going to come out this week. Again, it's spring break, and I'm working on some new scripts for the automotive stuff. I should probably get back to doing some of the aviation scripts, though. However, I will be doing some stuff. I know I have all the Collin County US 380 scripts done. I think I'm gonna probably start working on the Denton counties once I'm done with the failed loop series, or at least once I'm done with the Trinity Parkway, so that I can actually get the rest of 380 complete. Because Loop 288 is, I think, the only section of 380 that is that hasn't had its environmental clearance yet, I think. I don't remember if they've had their environmental clearance, but also I think that's not going to be going on. I love how right as I said 2028, battery just went beep, 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 bing. I'm like, okay. Let me slam on the brakes. Not much left, though. That is the upside for this trail. There's really not much left. I mean, this part of the East Loop is just really simple. Nothing too exciting about it, other than probably that. But yeah, so State Loop 288s, I think their ready to let date is 2028. And what they're going to do there is they're going to widen 288 to 6 lanes with continuous frontage roads, except for the 288 and 380 interchange currently, where there will be a bypass bridge going onto the north side of 380 onto 288 and then heading up to 35. And eventually Texas DOT will extend 288 to the west of 35 and bring it back down to 380. And eventually they'll bring it down to 35 west. Eventually. It's one of those things that it's like, okay, well, I can't really say much about that. Just gotta wait and see how it goes. I know they recently had a meeting like end of the year. I don't know if they're gonna have one more public meeting for the environmental assessment or if they already had it. Which if they did, then okay, well, missed that opportunity. Looks like then we'll have to wait about 2 or 3 years until we hear more about that whole project and when the ready to let dates are coming. We'll just have to wait and see. Again, 380 is almost ready for construction. And I say almost with big emphasis, because right now they're finalizing design, trying to buy out the right of way, if they haven't done so already. If they have, then all right, well, they're done. They just have to finalize design, get some funding for it, which I'm gonna bet fiscal year 27 for the Texas DOT might be a huge year for the Dallas side. That's my guess. It also kind of depends on how much money gets put into the into the state highway fund for the state of Texas. Like, yeah, we do get money from the bipartisan infrastructure bill, but because I think fiscal year 24, we got about $5.5 billion from the federal government, which, I mean, it's a lot. And honestly, I think that $5 billion really helped us, because we would have gone through our entire state highway fund if we hadn't changed the spending. Because I think right now, actually, we're at I think now we have about $5 billion in the state highway fund currently. But yeah, with the federal government bringing in $6 billion, well, almost $6 billion for the state of Texas. Oh, there, boy. we would have bled our, we would have bled that state highway fund dry this year. And I think that's what's gonna happen. 26 might actually be, well, fiscal year 26 is supposed to be not a terribly big year for some projects. So I think what they'll do is 27 is gonna be a big year for Dallas, which is where they're gonna start construction on 380 through the whole corridor in Collin County. I know in Denton County, they're already working on it. That's the interim grade separation project, and this is where they're gonna widen 380 to 6 lanes in Denton County. So they're kind of already doing what they need to do at that point. But yeah, oh man. It's just kind of a little bit interesting because I also know that the next big project, at least in the state of Texas, or at least in DFW, is gonna be that I-30 Canyon project, which is I-30 between 35 and 45. Oh boy. There we go. Damn. I didn't shift gears down. That was my dumb fault. All right. There we go. Now we just head straight back. Actually, this is a walkway. This is walking, not biking. My bad. Okay. But yeah, I think now we're pretty much almost done with this trail. Pretty much. So I think we're coming up to the trailhead here in a little bit. I mean, I still can't really see it at the moment. Nope, I lied. It's right here. All right. There we go. Whew. All right, well, thank you guys for watching today. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. And if you don't want to miss any more videos, whether it's more mountain bike videos like this or automotive and aviation videos, hit that bell icon so you won't miss any of our future videos. And at least for mountain bike stuff, I will see you all next week. Peace.